Off to a good start.
Yeah.
What's going on, everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Rock and roll. What's going on, everybody?
Welcome to the
slow
stream.
band time. You bet.
Boomer bands, yeah. Les
Yeah.
Pauls and boomer bands today, man.
They're pronounced Les Paul.
Les Paul.
The Paul.
Sorry, yeah, it's Canada.
Yeah.
Let's get my French. Get my
Yeah,
French in
exactly.
order here.
Your French lesson from me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess before we get started here, let's remind everybody, smash that like button. Hit that like button. Hit it right in its dumb face.
Yeah. What's going on?
Hey, my mom's here.
Very nice. Hello, Bo's mom. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say or do right now.
How's everybody doing out there?
May or may not be driving to get a pedal. What pedal are you driving to get?
Oh. Anthony says hi to my mom, too. If everyone could just say hi to my mom real quick, that'd be great.
That's right. What's going on, Cody? Having a beer, playing guitar, getting ready for my wedding. Hey, man, congrats.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Is playing guitar how you get ready for your wedding in the morning?
Yeah, that's not what I did the night before my wedding.
I'm not married, I don't know.
My friends dressed me up in a dress and paraded me around Winnipeg.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so that's what I ended up doing. The Big Ear Pizza Fuzz pedal.
I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Yeah. That's how Anthony got ready for his, was playing guitar. It sounds like a better time than being embarrassed wandering around the city of Winnipeg in a dress.
I was wondering if that's what he meant, actually. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
He did the same thing?
Did the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Isn't that just a normal Friday for you, Derek?
Not anymore, buddy. Not anymore. Come on. Times have changed. You know, we don't get to go out and party the way we used to. So, working through the arrangement of a Taylor Swift song. Nice. Yeah. What's up, Ronnie? Everybody say hi to Ronnie Lauterbrook and congrats to Ronnie. Ronnie had a little baby. Well,
Yeah.
Ronnie's girlfriend or fiance, sorry, Ronnie, had a baby girl.
I saw, yeah. I haven't seen Ronnie in a while, though, so congrats, Ronnie.
Yeah. Congrats, Big Daddy. Keep seeing pictures of him with his
So cute.
little
I know,
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
all over Facebook, yeah.
Yeah. You know, we're getting old when, like, you know, we're like, and everybody say congrats about his little girl.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's the best. It's the cutest stuff in the world. Yeah, Ronnie, dude, this is the stream for you. Revs and Gibsons, man.
Yeah, we still gotta get Ronnie on a stream at some point, man.
I know. I keep asking him and he keeps bailing on me. I'm telling you.
Oh.
That's not true.
It's not getting any easier now that he's having kids.
I was going to say, I asked him twice. So I'm like, I keep asking him as if it's all the time, but no. Yeah, Ronnie is absolutely like the local Gibson aficionado as far as I'm concerned.
Totally, yeah.
Yes, and the only guy I know who shreds like son of a bitch with that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, real
these are
shredder,
not-
always playing as like Les Paul or SGs. Yeah.
These are not shred guitars not for me.
I'm not a shred. I'm not a shredder,
no.
so I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah,
You can give me a shred. I can show you a shred guitar, not shred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the guitar that's the problem for me. It's just playing the wrong X.
This isn't my guitar. This doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Well, should we tell everybody what we're doing tonight with our new toys here?
Why don't you tell us what we're doing? Because I'm a little bit confused about it.
We're doing a Les Paul comparison today.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We've gotten all the Les Pauls in the city, it looks like, in
Yeah.
the shop today, and we're going to try them all out and talk about them a little bit.
Yeah, we have like a bunch of friends with very cool guitars, and actually Dorian, who refuses to come on here because he doesn't like to be on camera, so I like to
Only behind the camera. He does all the camera work, but never gets in front of it.
Exactly. He's the videographer extraordinaire that shoots all the videos with Sam, and and does all of our design work. The reason that everything looks awesome. Yeah, he's a miracle I think he has 1,700 Les Pauls.
Given and about that range.
Yeah. And he let us have like 4 or 5 of them.
It's crazy,
and
yeah.
Called in a few from some of his buddies. You brought yours.
I brought mine. It's not in this room right now. Mine's
Okay.
in state of disrepair right now. It's pretty rough. I can go get it in a bit. We can try it out still.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll go grab it to show it off, just to show people what it looks like.
Yeah. I borrowed one
It's in the test room.
from our good buddy John Paul Peters over at Privateer Recording.
Yeah.
Also from the band The Undecided, for people who remember the old punk rock days of Winnipeg. And
I don't.
You're like, I don't know who you're talking about. John's the engineer who just engineered the Comeback Kid record. And as soon as I picked that up,
I know JP is. I just don't know the old punk scene. That's I think before my time.
Yeah, exactly.
Before I was a punk.
Nice. Yeah. So we've got a few that, like, we just picked 2 of them that are ours, that belong to Rev to start with. This is the R9 that Sean normally has in Nashville, and Sean's coming up here to do some work with us next week. So I brought this back up here so that it would be here for him and set up and acclimated before he gets here, and because I want to play it again because it's probably the nicest Les Paul I've ever played. So I'll try to answer questions on that as we go. Andy's asking Derek, when I ordered my cabinet, I made sure my Sweetwater sales engineer knew that it would come with caster
No combination.
Yeah. The caster should come with the cabinet. They're detachable. Like, you just kind of click them into the bottom, but have you got your cabinet already, Andy? I'm sorry if anybody's asking any questions about orders. Just so everybody's aware, I was away on vacation with my family for the first time in a few years, the last 2 weeks. So I know not a lot about the status of where things are yet because I got home and.
Who's asking for what right now? Sorry, I got distracted.
You won't know either because it's a cabinet. But
okay.
Andy'll let us know.
Andy got his head though, right? I built his head a while ago.
Yeah, he was waiting for a cabinet. I think it's because we were waiting for Tolex.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. So. So hey Tanner, what's going on, man? Is Bob Neufeld related to you as well?
That's my dad.
Yeah.
It's a family affair tonight. I love it.
Yeah. What's up, Bob?
What's up, Bob?
Bobby.
Hey, Dad.
So I guess we'll talk a little bit about the 2 that we have right now.
Yeah. So is this the same? This is a 91 you were saying, right?
Yeah.
Is this the same 91 I was playing the other week?
Probably.
When I tried to convince you to give me.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Yeah, it's beautiful, man. I love it. Nice and weighty. Doesn't feel too heavy though. It's definitely not the heaviest guitar in this room.
Oh no,
not by a long shot.
No. So I bought that from Big House Guitars in Atlanta off of Reverb.
Okay.
And I bought it purely because, like I said, Dorian is like our in-house Les Paul guy.
He's a walking encyclopedia with Les Pauls. Yeah.
Yeah. And he kept telling me after seeing, like, I have a few. And he kept telling me, he's like, you need a 91. I'm like, why 91? He's like, he's like, that's the good wood era. And I'm like, what? I'm like, this sounds like snake oil to me.
Totally.
Right? Like,
yeah.
And he's like, no. He's like, 91. He's like, they kind of took. I'm sorry if this explanation is wrong, and any of you feel free to correct me on this. But what he was telling me was that in 91, they kind of brought a bunch of artists together to see what everybody liked about Les Pauls from the previous years and kind of set out to build like the best version of the Les Paul that they could.
Interesting. Yeah.
And that resulted in the 91 standard.
Yeah.
And from there, and like then the 90s Les Pauls are often considered to be good wood era. I'm not sure why they consider it good wood era. Like, I don't know if there's something special about it, but I will say that is the first Les Paul that I've bought that I did not have any issues with tuning or anything. Like, as soon as I sat down to play it, I was like, this neck feels amazing. It's the 60s neck, not the 50s. So it's really comfortable. Like, it's not a big baseball bat. Yeah.
Also not too like thin. It's like, it's just a comfortable neck.
Yeah. So it just sounds like rock and roll to me.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's my thing about Les Pauls. I have a lot of guitars, and nothing sounds quite as rock and roll as a Les Paul to me.
Totally.
And I mean, I love everything. My go-tos for humbucker guitars are normally PRSs.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it because of feel and because of like stability. And I like pretty things. And
Yeah, they're very
PRS
pretty. Yeah.
does a really good job of being pretty, but these are also very pretty.
It's classic, man. It's a classic lug. Yeah.
So that's why that's the only reason I bought that is Dorian kept raving to me. I played. He had 2 or 3. I think of the ones that he has here, like that he lent us today. He had 2 or 3 of them that he brought by for Sam to use in videos and stuff. And like every time I picked one up, I'm like, "What year is this?" He's like 91. The next one, I'm like, "What year is this?" He's like 95. I'm like, "Shit, man, you weren't kidding. Like this is awesome."
Yeah.
So that's kind of the backstory behind that. I wasn't actually a huge fan of the color on it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
When I saw it online, I was like, this isn't what I would choose. But I was having such a hard time finding one that I'm like, yeah, you know what, man, like this.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Yeah. I'm like, I'm impatient. I want to.
This has got the bare knuckle pickups in it too. It says, eh? Yeah.
No, that one's the 91. So that's got
the cherry
the
one?
original like 490 ATs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Nice. So much for saying it too.
Yep. New strings.
Yeah.
Not my fault.
Yeah. So that's kind of the story on it. I find it super comfortable. You're right. Like the weight is like perfect.
It's perfect. It's not too heavy. It doesn't feel light. And my Les Paul is very chambered. Weighs almost nothing. And I like that guitar, but it doesn't feel like a Les Paul because the weight's
because it's so light.
So light. Yeah.
Yeah. Paul Yee, who owns Stereo Bus, he's got a great saying about like amps or guitars, and I steal it all the time. And it's heavy things sound heavy, man.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of truth in that. Yeah, absolutely.
Like heavy amps, like big tube amps that are heavy sound heavy, and so do guitars. So
yeah, that weight translates for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into it. This one here is I actually don't know what year it is. I know so little about this guitar. I should
old.
know way more. It's not that old.
No?
No, it's an R9. It's I'm trying to remember who it was built for right now. Of course, I'm going to totally blank on this. I got it in a deal where I traded one of our dealers for some inventory that they wanted from us.
Yeah.
And it's got the 60s neck. It's got like a really nice top, nice checking.
It's all around beautiful guitar.
Yeah. It's been toured significantly. I got it in Nashville, and we got it because when Sean was doing videos, we wanted him to have a Strat that wasn't like a Sir or a Schecter or something. Like, wanted him to have an actual Fender for when he's doing different videos for different dealers where, some of them have stipulations that they want you using gear only that they sell, so that everything that's in the video people could buy. So we bought him like the Fender American Ultra Strat. And then we wanted to get him a Les Paul, and I had sent him one of my gold tops that I have, which I think you have in. Either you have it in your arsenal, or maybe we didn't even get it.
I think I've only got the one gold top here. Yeah, I've only got this.
It might still be in a case somewhere.
We have more Les Pauls around here somewhere.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. It's not that gold top you have over there, right?
No, that's the one from John Paul. So,
okay.
Anyway, I gave him my Les Paul Traditional that's from 2006, and it's kind of a dog. Like I've had the finish stripped off the neck, sanded down, and all sorts of shit done to it to try to make it better.
Yeah.
It's still a cool guitar, but actually, Manny, can you dig that one out for me? It should be here somewhere in a black case. There's a gold top Traditional.
Good luck, my friend.
Do you know where it is? No. Okay. It might be here. Take a look. We just brought it in today, or yesterday. Actually, where's that? Sorry, guys. There's also a white Ibanez lawsuit Les Paul here too.
Oh, that one
to show that. That's like one of the Les Paul copies. So if Sean shows up here, he'll be able to tell us a little bit more about about the pickups in this guitar and kind of some of the some of the ins and outs of it because he's had it for months. It's had some refinishing work done on it. Like he had it refinished and put a stinger on it, and yeah, it's but it's crazy good. Like. Green channel.
The green channel, yeah. Literally thinking about the stream today, I had that in my head all day long, yeah.
It just sounds like rock and roll, right? Like, the pickups aren't like super high output, so, you know, it is, it's a little bit more of a fight to play than like when I was just playing that Deluxe with the mini humbuckers.
Okay.
So, you have to dig in a little more.
Do you want if I try it out?
No, yeah, dude. By all means.
Thank you.
What do you got? How many of you guys have Les Pauls that are watching? Like, and that's what you're into?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It feels a little harder to play, yeah.
Well, it's just a little bit more, like the pickups are lower output, so it's a little bit more reserved. Oh, Mark London's here. Mark, dude, you could tell us everything about all of these guitars. Like, Mark knows everything about Les Pauls. So, Mark's got, you got one of the newer Slash ones too, right? And I want to say you have a Joe Perry. And what else have you got? You guys list like Joel, like what do you have? Dave, what do you have? Like, and what's your favorite? So, yeah, Les Paul Traditional Plus, nice. It's going to be with that, wherever you found that one. I'll take that one too. Just throw it in here. Everybody can wave to Manny if he if he actually steps in front of the camera a little bit.
You should do it.
You know what? Take one. I don't know, one of the other guitars out of there because you're gonna have another one to bring back. 98 Joe Perry. So what was the deal with the Joe Perry versus like every other Les Paul? Like, I'm always interested to know what's different about that.
Yeah.
2010 R9. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that would be a pretty big adjustment from an SG. I can't stand SGs, man. I keep saying that.
SGs are not for me, man. Yeah,
I just can't stand the neck dive.
That's
right?
exactly it, dude.
If it wasn't for that, like like the tone of SGs, like
they sound great.
They sound pissed.
But it's just
awesome.
the whole the measure of it. Like it's just so weird.
Yeah. Sweet. I'll take that. So this is my traditional gold top. I actually bought this from Mark. Like at Long McQuaid back in, I'm pretty sure it's 2006. Long time ago. Oh yeah, it'll take me a minute while Bo plays. What's up, Jeremy Juarez? Yeah, the Les Paul Juniors. That is one guitar that I don't own, and I don't have any real reason for not owning one.
Yeah,
it's not like I'm not a fan or anything. for some reason, one has never made its way into my hands.
We'll have to do something about that, dude.
Yeah.
I got a buddy with the Junior. I played it a few times. It's a pretty sweet guitar. I love it.
Yeah. So what do you think of that?
I love this guitar, man. Yeah. It's doesn't feel quite as natural to play this one as it does with the 921 that I had before this. Like, that one just is the most comfortable guitar I've played at least today yet.
Yeah.
This one's nice though. Yeah.
Its
pickups feel a little cooler.
Yeah.
Don't feel quite as hot. But it's comfortable though, man. The neck feels like maybe a little bit fatter than the last one too.
It could be, yeah. It's like R9s are supposed to be 59 reissues, so it should be a fatter neck, but it doesn't feel like it on that. For those of you guys who have, I can't remember who it was there that just commented about the fact that they have a 2010 R9. Yeah. What's the neck like on yours? Because the 59 has a fat neck normally, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I would think so.
I was actually looking for the R0 for a while because that's supposed to be a reissue of the 60, and that's supposed to be when the neck started to thin out. But
okay.
I am by no means, I know we're doing like Les Paul Shooter.
I'm not
by
an expert,
no means
yeah.
a Les Paul expert. So, man, this thing was like...
Not even close, eh?
No. But it's getting there. Man, this guitar, to try to make it better, I've had a new nut cut. I've had the finish removed from the neck and just have it oiled so that it's not so like glossy and sticky. I've had new machine heads and like it sounds great, but it's one of those things where you're like, I spent all this money to try to make this guitar what I want it to be, and I shouldn't have. I should have just left it the way it was, and I should have bought
a new guitar.
Bought a new guitar that was what I wanted. And that's a lesson that I've started to learn a little bit later in life, is like, stop trying to take things and make them things that they're not. And if it means that I have to sell something to get the thing that I want, then, sell something to get the thing.
Totally.
I mean, it sounds great. Like, this has some sort of Lawler pickups in it right now, though.
Okay.
I had Fishman Fluence in there because I'm a douche and, like to
Because
put...
everything you have needs Fishmans in it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when Sean got it, he was like, yeah, man, can I put Lawlers in it? And I'm like, you can do whatever you want with it if it's going to work for you. I do not want it. I can't play that properly. I'm sorry. Who's
Is that you? That's you.
It's
pretty great sound too, man.
This guy's heavy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You want to try it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trade you?
Sure.
Sure. Oh, holy God. Wow.
Yeah. I have no idea what the weight is on it. We probably should have
100
done that
pounds,
and,
maybe? Yeah.
Yeah, and weighed them.
Fat
but like,
neck, too.
Yeah, dude. That's why I had it. Dude, when they scraped the finish off the back of that neck,
Yeah.
like it pulled the width of the neck down like 1/8 of an inch. Like, it was crazy how much lacquer was on there.
Man, same with my with the Les Paul I got here too. I stripped the back of it and it was like, it's thick.
It's super thick.
Yeah.
Like, I had no idea that there would be that much crap on the back of it. So what's your favorite finish for a Les Paul? Like, are you like I'd like it with, like I like the gold top, or I like black, or I like
I'm over my black guitars. All my guitars are black.
Oh, are they?
Well, not all of them, but most of them. My first 3 or 4 were all black.
Nice.
I love a gold top, man. For Les Pauls especially, I love gold tops here. But the burst, I don't know. I really don't have a favorite finish. I don't think.
Okay.
I like all finishes equally. Every finish is special in its own way.
I have to say,
it's a very diplomatic answer.
As much as I'm a sucker for like quilted maple tops and like, you know, I like some definitely like some bursts.
Yeah.
There is nothing prettier to me
than a
gold top.
Really?
Les
Yeah.
Paul.
Okay.
Like that's why that was the first Les Paul that I bought. The next couple that I had after that were also gold tops. Like
again, it's just a very classic look. Just super vintage.
I like that, and I mean, I'm a real big fan of the new like Slash Appetite burst, like that kind of anything that's like ambery orange is always awesome in my books. I'm gonna pretend that this guitar was used on the latest Comeback Kid record because it's down a full step and it dropped C from there. And I got it from the engineer who just did the Comeback Kid record. This is his. Who can help me? Yeah, it's a deluxe with the mini buckers. It is. Mark, if you're still there, is it the 4th digit that is the year or the 3rd on this? Because it is a 70s. I don't know what the pickups are in here. I'm assuming they're just the original, like whatever the mini buckers were that came in the deluxe in the 70s. But this guitar, it's got the veloute on it. It's got a maple neck. Like it's a different animal, and it is awesome. Like
is that the 73 custom they got written down?
Nope. This is the JP at Private Ear there.
Oh. So the one with the question mark beside it with no information? Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to guess it's either 75 or 77 based off of the serial numbers. It does have some serious beef. I can't make it squeal though. Like I gotta. Actually, wait, hold on. Red channel. Purple channel. That's interesting.
What's that?
Purple channel has like more low end. Right?
The low end is up.
Listen to that. Oh yeah, the treble's down. There you go, Sam.
You'd be so proud of you, dude.
What do you guys think? I don't know what strings are on this thing. You got to try it. It's got to be like 9s, and it's down a full step.
Oh, it's one of the super light strings. Yeah, okay. Nines aren't my jam, even when I'm playing in standard. This should be interesting.
Yeah. You gonna try it?
Yeah, I want to try it.
What did you think of that?
I like it, man. I like it a lot. It's definitely got a huge neck on it.
Yeah, I need to like sand that neck down or like take it to somebody and have it reshaped. Because again, why don't I spend more money on this guitar when I don't actually play it?
This is beautiful.
It is. It's gorgeous.
Oh,
like the
wow.
checking on it, everything on it is.
Everything about it, man. Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably 10's a step down. I'm not kidding, Anthony. I think it's 9's a step
Whoa.
down. It's like that. It feels like 8's at best.
Feels so slinky. Yeah.
Yeah. I struggle really hard to play guitars like that, man. Like, I like fat strings.
I like I got 11s on mine.
Yeah.
9s just
I typically, if I'm in standard tuning, I was normally using especially when I was playing in a band, I was using a Wolfgang. I would always be like at least 10 to 52.
Yeah.
And
Heavy bottom.
Yeah. Yeah. So that to me, while it sounds killer, it would drive me nuts, and I would have intonation issues.
I would have to change it for sure. But actually, like with the setup that it's got, it actually plays really well considering. You're not down with me, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not down with the sickness.
This is sick. This is sick, though. I love this guitar.
Yeah.
The mini humbuckers too.
John, if you're watching this, I'd like to buy your guitar. I'm sure you'll never sell it.
Yeah, it just feels so weird with the light strings, though, man.
Yeah.
I can't catch them.
I just can't do that. So
Ugh, nope, can't do it either.
or whatever he was doing. Yeah.
Lighter strings will be brighter. Yeah. Also harder to play, though.
Dude, Anthony Best has got a killer. Is yours? Did you say it was a 76 or 78, Anthony? He's got a really killer Les Paul that I was slowly trying to slide in and get, but he decided to keep it, and I was like, shit, it's no good. 78 Les Paul, yeah. I'm a big fan of Maple Necks, man. Everybody do us a favor, and we haven't asked for it in a little bit here, so gently caress that like button or smash it or do whatever
smash
you
it,
can.
hit it,
yeah.
Hit it.
To
right
hear
in
us
stupid face.
talk about
That's
guitars
the
that we
thing.
don't know that much about. So yeah, this is the first Les Paul that I bought. I had wanted the Slash Gold Top. So, everybody who watches this knows I'm a massive Slash fan. So
Yeah.
screw all you haters who don't like Slash. And dude, did I tell you about the fact that like I think I've told this story before. There's actually a Slash guitar in Winnipeg, like meaning
Owned by Slash.
owned by Slash
Really?
from when he was on the Appetite for Destruction tour.
What?
Yeah.
Where is this guitar?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
But
Tell me off
I
air.
can show you a picture of it. And
Yeah.
he traded it off at a store in town here when he came
Really?
through on the Appetite tour in the like late 80s.
Okay.
Or early 90s.
Early 90s, I
one of
think,
the
yeah.
two. And the guy who has it, like a few years later, Slash came back. And like when he came through the first time, they were like support for somebody else and weren't that big. The
Yeah.
next time he came through,
They
it
were
was like
Guns
an
N'
arena
Roses.
tour or
Yeah.
stadium tour or something. And he tried to get the guitar back, and the guy who has it was like, no.
Not gonna happen.
So he autographed it for him. And yeah, this dude's sitting on, it is like a gorgeous late 80s either
Like a
flame or
burst?
quilted top burst Les Paul with Slashes.
Show me a picture. I gotta see
I
this
will.
later on, man.
I've
Yeah.
got it in my phone.
Man.
So
I'm gonna say right now though, if I'm picking my favorite Les Paul that I've played so far today, this is definitely the one. 100%.
yeah.
Everything about this guitar is just so rad, man. It's just fucking rad.
I think that's because it screams you.
Yeah, it's just old. It's
Because
like,
I was gonna say everything about the 70s to me screams Bo.
yeah, everything except for my age.
I was gonna say everything except that you were not born in that century.
Yeah, I hear you,
was
man.
I, but like that guitar's older than me, so yeah. So I was saying, I bought this, and I bought the traditional because at the time, the standards in 2006 when I went to buy this, I think it was fairly recent, but they moved to the chambered bodies, and they also had that thing where the input jack was like the cable like locked in it.
Oh.
So like when like you had a little button you had to push, kind of like on
I don't
PA
like
stuff.
Don't like
and
that.
I was like, man, I step on my cord so many times, and I'm either just gonna break the jack on the guitar, or I'm gonna break cables. Like whatever it is, it's gonna be it's gonna be a bad scene. So I bought this, even though it was crazy heavy, and like after like 6 months, I was like, yeah, it's just like when it still had all of the finish on the neck, and I was like, man, this thing it's not awesome to play. And I didn't know back then that like there was 2 different neck styles really.
Yeah.
Or like that were fairly standard. And I was like, shit, I should have just waited and bought something. But of course I was like itching to get a gold top. And
well, now you have like 30 of them. So.
Not bad. Real quick, bud, I like the series. Can we do a Firebird episode? First, I have to buy at least 1 Firebird. So,
yeah.
Well, I guess we would have to buy at least 2.
I've never even played a Firebird, actually.
No?
No.
Oh, cool.
They look cool, yeah.
You know what the problem is? Everything is so expensive now, right? Like when I was on vacation,
you're telling me, dude. Yeah.
A big part of my vacations are spent when I'm not like when I'm actually gone somewhere. I spend so much time on Craigslist in the States, just being like, "What's cool? Like, what can I buy?
What can I buy here? Totally."
And like man, Les Pauls in the States, like used, were like 2,000 and above. Like, and for Canadians, I'm like 2,000 US is like $1 million.
Yeah, pretty much.
So I was like,
$1 million Canadian pesos. Yeah.
So everything is just so inflated. So it's tough to find things. I tried to trade somebody for a Firebird a few months ago, and it didn't pan out.
What were you gonna trade for it?
Somebody wanted a D20, and I was like, "Oh, I can do that."
I got 1 or 2 of those kicking around.
I should probably tell you. Oh, yes. There's Mr. Tubbs. Sean, I'm an ass, and I can't remember who owned the R9 before we got it. Can you please remind me and give us just a little bit of a rundown about like the pickups? I think you said they're not potted or something. I was trying to remember some of the stats on the R9, and I could not. Bo right now says that Deluxe is his favorite. I'm going to say it's a toss-up between my 91 that you were starting with, and the R9. And I judge every guitar based off of how comfortable the neck is.
See, guys, I backed it up a little bit too, because I'm saying I think this is my favorite. I want to play this guitar with a different setup and bigger strings on it.
Yeah.
Because I love this thing, but I don't love the 8 gauge or 9 gauge, whatever it is.
These Lawler pickups do sound really great in this guitar, Sean. Sean chose these like the Lawlers because, again, Fishmans and Sean are not
another thing.
Like, I know he doesn't hate them, but like, it's so not his thing.
Yeah.
I mean, Fishmans are for metal and like hard rock players, and Sean Tubbs can do those things, but is not those things. So
Sean Tubbs can do
whatever he
the
wants.
hell he wants.
Yeah. So yes. So yeah. So
let's try some other ones.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see. I'm gonna try. Let me give me that Evertune guitar.
Which one? There's 2 Evertunes now.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yep. This one and this one are both have Evertunes on them.
I don't care which one. Sure.
This one.
How heavy is that guitar?
Pretty heavy.
1 million pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Give or take.
Well, that's not that bad. That other gold top is.
Are you saying I'm weak?
Yep.
Okay.
This is a Les Paul custom with an Evertune. I think Dorian got a guitar with an Evertune and then convinced everybody.
Everyone he knows to get an Evertune?
Like, you know what you need? And I have to tune the Evertune. Oh, dude, you're going to be way off.
Oh, yeah, this is C sharp? Yeah, I don't think so. are you tuned
This
to right
isn't
now?
standard.
Standard? I don't know what's in standard.
Okay, so this
There we
is
go.
a bare knuckle VH2 in it for its bridge pickup. I heard Evertunes take some time to get used to. Oh yeah. You know what? This one is set really well. Because it's staying in and like... And I can do bends on it, no problem.
But it's set up to have a bit of bend on it, yeah.
Yeah, that one, not that one, but the other one is...
Yeah, it's no bend, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so the R9 was owned by Ford Thurston. And it was completely refinished. Oh, interesting. Okay.
I'm assuming this is the 91 custom black there in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we have a cheat sheet that
yeah, so we know what all these guitars are. This is I just happened to pick up a really cool one here. I didn't look at that. Is this?
that is not easy to do on this guitar. There you go. There's a testament to the Evertune. Like, stays in tune after that. Full step bend. So
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Is this one Dorian's? This is another 91.
Yeah, I think
another
so.
91 here.
Yeah, and he's got beard cell pickups in there.
Beard
That's
Cell
from,
PAFs, and it's from Bonamassa's dad, it says.
Yeah, Bonamassa's dad's guitar shop in New York.
That's dope as hell, dude. Yeah. As soon as I picked it up, it just felt like money. It just felt so good. Yeah.
Anthony, you had asked if we were using the 2-notes IRs. Yeah, we don't. We honestly just use the presets that Sean designed. And like I'm on preset 1, and it looks like you're on preset 2.
2, yeah.
So, yeah. Sean, I borrowed my buddy's. You probably, I don't know if you saw Bo had it there for a second there. I borrowed my buddy's 75 or 77 custom that when you're here, we got to see if we can borrow again and for you to try. It's or sorry, not custom, Deluxe. That's just killer.
Which one was that now?
That's the one, your favorite one.
Okay, yeah.
Wherever it went.
It's over here still.
Yeah. You're like
right next to me.
You're like right in this case in front of me.
Right here, yeah. It's in the backseat of my car.
Yeah. So I've actually never played a Les Paul custom until this. Yeah. This is comfortable. Like the neck's a little bit fatter than some of the other ones, but it's not like as fat as the neck on my Slash.
Yeah. This one feels definitely feels like a big neck. But it's comfortable, man. Have you played this guitar yet? You gotta try it out. It's something else. My ears are doing very funny things.
Nice. the Evertune thing, I have to say, after playing Dorian's, I do want one.
Yeah.
Like,
well, it's set up really good for Evertune. Like it has a little bit of bend, like you were saying, which I need in a guitar.
Yes.
If I can't bend, what's the point?
Play some Rush on that. Yeah. I'll get right on that. How long do you guys want to wait for me to learn some Rush? Like, give me like an hour and a half or two after I want to stab myself in the ear. It's great. All right. So you know what? Why don't you try the Evertune? Or you know what? Why don't you show us what those beard cells sound like a little bit more? Try that one too. Are they lower output? You feel? Do they feel?
They don't seem like super aggressive.
Yeah.
But they have power to them though.
This is not crazy aggressive, but nice. Like really smooth. Nice. Hey, Chris, what kind of Les Paul player, or sorry, I shouldn't say what kind of Les Paul player. What kind of Les Paul do you have? Anthony, I did turn it on when I was just noodling on the clean channel. Like,
did you even appreciate Chris's joke about he's a Paul player more or less?
Oh, dude, I didn't even see it.
Give credit where credit's due.
I love a good dad joke. Thank you, Chris. Did you guys like our catchy little line where we're like, less Pauls or more Pauls?
I didn't see that, actually.
Because we're lame. So that's the daily driver. Like, here's just the clean channel. Daily driver.
It's a sexy overdrive, dude.
I love it. I can't do that with an Evertune very well. So. All right, I want to try that one.
Okay.
You want to try this one?
I do.
How do we do this without breaking other people's guitars? Does anybody know about MJS pickups from Mississauga?
No.
What are MJS? I'm trying to think of. I have pickups in one of my EB Rooster guitars, that gray Strat that you like.
Yep.
And they're from they're from a pickup builder in Ontario as well, but I don't think it's MJS. I can't remember the name of it right now though.
I wouldn't know.
I'm getting old and I'm not doing.
The brain's starting to go.
Things.
Yeah, that happens.
Nice.
The mind's the first thing to go.
Yep. Oh yeah, then that's got some bite to it.
Yeah.
Sustained for days.
Sustained for days on that thing, eh? Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Gradient Blue from there? It's awesome. Like 320, yeah, 3:23 a.m. Anyway, yeah. One day I hope to get a real Les Paul whenever Gibson gets a grip on quality control. So I would say, I don't know if Mark London's still hanging around paying attention, but once Henry was gone from Gibson, I remember in 2019 when the D20 was released, I went to a bunch of Lyle McQuaid's doing some training sessions.
Yeah.
And prior to that, like essentially I wouldn't touch Les Pauls when I was going to any stores because I would never trust that it was going to be decent, right? And like unless it was something, 80s, 90s or older.
Something special, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But just like newer Les Pauls off the rack, I wouldn't touch. And I remember like I went to about, I think it was like 18 stores in a month across the country. And I played 2019 Les Pauls at every one of the demos that I was at, and every one of them was great.
Really, yeah.
Yeah, I was really impressed. So I would say that as much as, Gibson has had a reputation that, for, definitely tuning issues and quality issues, I would definitely say from 2019 on, I haven't seen it. Like my Appetite Les Pauls of 2020, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I almost bought, like, they just released a bunch of new guitars under the Slash collection.
Oh, really?
And I was like, I could pick up another one of those. But
Why not? Yeah.
then I was like, I don't need to spend money on this. More of this.
You don't need to, but
I don't need to. I want to. Yeah. So. Oh, the Murphy Lab? Yeah. Sean, I really want to try one of those. I've heard, like, nothing but rave reviews about them. Aren't they like insane expensive, like 8 or 10 grand or something like that? Or maybe I'm off base, but I think the Murphy Lab custom shop, whatever they call it, are like crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about those actually.
They are, for me, unaffordable guitars.
They're for you unaffordable? So
I don't have any.
There's
I
a
don't
reason,
have any,
reason I haven't heard of them, yeah.
dude. I don't have any guitars that are like over like $4,000.
I don't have any guitars that are close to $4,000.
I don't have any that I have paid $4,000 for.
Okay, well we have that in common, yeah.
I've never paid that high. I don't think I have anything that I've paid $3,000 for. Like
the most I've paid for a guitar, I'm actually not going to share that. But
yeah,
yeah. Let's leave that number a secret.
I won't either.
Yeah,
but it's
I bet they're not the same number.
So Stobes is typing how much does the Nick Johnson Strat cost? It retails for more, but I didn't pay for it because we traded Schecter because they wanted an amp. So, same with Sammy's. So, I couldn't do it.
All over the place. Yeah,
I've been tempted to sell a bunch of my stuff and then buy like something really bitchin' that's vintage. That's
something
like,
ridiculous.
like
yeah,
$10,000 or $20,000. It's just gonna be like a
showpiece. Yeah,
pretty much, or like an actual collectible piece instead of having 4 or 5 Les Pauls have one.
Yeah.
That's like the one.
Totally, dude. Yeah.
But then I am like, but I like what I have. And also, even if I sold those guitars and got all that money and was like, I have all this money. If I bought one guitar with that much money, I'd be like, what am I doing?
Yeah, where'd all that money go?
Why do I do this? So. Nice. You went to a small metal show and somebody asked if you were a rep? Killer. Do we need can you have a job to cover Minnesota? Man, I don't know. How many dealers do we have in Minnesota? So let me know what you're selling. I'll go for a road trip from Edmonton. I didn't say I was actually selling anything yet.
Yeah.
I said I've been tempted to.
Hold your horses, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, Mitch, all jobs have some perks. You know what? Yes. And probably a little more so for me than for Bo. It's a little easier for me to strike a deal to trade for an amp than it is for you.
Yeah. I can't just sell a bunch of your D20s behind your back.
Yeah. But we'll get one guitar and then no job.
Yeah.
So
it's worth it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're like, I got this Les Paul that was like $3,000.
I couldn't afford this. Worth it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's been awesome. And then, I mean, there is something really great that we get companies that are looking for cool amps and stuff to put into their showrooms. So they'll often just ask if we want to do a trade. Sometimes they're considered loaners, where it's like, they'll give us a guitar on long-term loan. We'll give them an amp, and 7 years later, we're like, I guess this is now ours because they haven't asked for it back. So, that's pretty awesome. And then, obviously there's, what we call industry accommodation deals where, we work together. So a lot of the time, we can reach out and we can say like, hey, we'd like to pick up something from you. Do you offer industry pricing? And it's often like if a dealer was buying that, we're able to buy like one piece. Like I got my Gretsch, or like the 2 Gretches that I got through industry accommodation stuff. So yes, so there are definitely perks of being in the industry, and depending on your position in the industry, there's advantages.
Yeah,
you're like, oh, I hear what you're saying there. So,
I like what you're saying there. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep moving up the ranks here, and
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
One hell of a shop full of amps I can trade around.
El Diablo hasn't gotten anything from us yet, but we were over there to see them in June, and I don't know what's happening there. To be honest, Travis handles that type of stuff, and I just go along for the ride a lot of the time for the fun. So yeah, it's a cool shop though, man. I saw another local pedal company.
Local company.
Yep, I'm having so many brain stalls tonight. What is their name? They do a delay pedal. I think I showed you. It looks kind of like an old VHS tape. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't think you were showing me this pedal though.
No, I didn't?
I don't think so. Looks like an old VHS tape. No.
You've showed me before. I'm trying to think of the name.
Yeah, that's the first time that I saw those pedals was at this. Was at El Diablo in Minneapolis.
Okay, but they're local. They're like local to Winnipeg. Though,
yeah, as soon as I saw it, it has the company name on it, and it says Winnipeg, Manitoba. And I'm
cool.
Like, what? Yeah, I got that. Hey, what's up, Oogie?
Demodash?
Yes. Demodash effects. Yeah, Steve Demodash. Thank you.
Demodash, okay.
Yeah. Yes, I do have that. I couldn't remember Ford Thurston's name, who I definitely should have been able to remember. And yes. Yeah, I'm still half on vacation. They've got really cool delay pedals, Demodash does. You guys should check them out for sure.
Oh, I recognize some of those.
Yeah, I told you. It looks like an old VHS tape.
Yeah,
like,
okay, totally.
Tape? I'm way too young for that.
I remember VHS tapes. I was thrifting the other day, and I walked past like this aisle of like VHS tapes and held one in my hand for the first time in years. It felt so wild, dude.
Nice.
Big clunky like VHS box.
Yeah, everybody go check out Peg City Pickups if you haven't. Killer stuff. Eventually I'll have a guitar that once we get all of my guitars moved over from the other shop still to here, because a bunch of them still aren't here. So once we get them, we should go through and figure out like which guitars we can throw stuff in that.
Yeah. Well, I want to cut to Chris and get some pickups for this thing at some point too.
Yeah. Why don't you show us that?
Man, yeah, okay. So
yeah,
it's like I said, it's in
show us how you actually roll.
Serious need of repair right now.
I'm gonna give you back this so that when I can get a different one that I would like to.
Oh, you're gonna give me that one?
Yeah, I have no room in my.
Feel how light this is. It's so chambered.
Oh, jeez.
I know, right?
It feels like a Strat.
It does. It's actually lighter than my Strat.
Dude, what did you do to this neck?
Oh, it's probably so out of tune right now, too.
I mean, it's rock and roll, buddy. What do you normally have it in a half down, or is it in standard?
No, it's usually in standard.
Oh, yeah. It's close. I think the tuner pedals.
Guitar's not getting a lot of love right now.
No.
So yeah, it's got a bad solder job on the bridge pickup too. So it's it's got like really low output. It's not good. One day I'm gonna fix it up. I keep putting it off for the last.
Dude, that's what I feel about like
the last 11 years.
I'm sure you saw the acrylic Strat of mine that's at the old shop kicking
the
around that
Strat?
like that has no
have.
pickups in it. It's like solid, like the body is just clear acrylic.
Oh yeah. I've seen that. Yeah.
That we ripped apart like years ago, and we're gonna put Fishman's in it, of course.
Of course.
And Sammy was like, "I'm not doing this. It sucks. I can't figure it out." And it has sat abandoned.
That's a kill switch.
Oh.
So it's got a master tone and 2 volume controls. Yeah.
Feels great.
That does the job for me. A lot of that, yeah.
Okay.
I've
Sorry,
all my
I
guitars have
distracted
whammy bars except for my Les Paul, so I need like a kill switch or something fun to
play
around with it.
I just noticed it's Mitch said that TJ Silger in Regina is winding pickups. Yeah, I have a few from him to try that I still have not put in the guitar because I am a dick like that and haven't done that. And TJ is also just brilliant at everything he does. Oh man, this thing is
Yeah, so this is my first guitar actually.
really
Very first
That's
guitar.
awesome,
Got all the finish stripped off the back. Got my name on it.
dude.
Rainbow sticker.
You're doing way better than I am for. Is that a Care Bears rainbow sticker? Like
It may have come off a K-Bear set. I got this. I was when I was teaching working at School of Rock a few years back, and I had this student.
Daryl Drachenberg.
Yeah. I had a student with like a rainbow strap and a rainbow sticker on her bass, and I used to always tell her it was like super rad. So
That's awesome.
she gave me the sticker one year for Christmas. Yeah, and I just put it on my Les Paul.
I do like how you're like the way you've removed the finish on that neck is like. It feels like the most rock and roll thing in the world because you like
Honestly, I did this when I was like 17. It started to like wear out just a little bit, and I just started like
chipping away
just
at it.
chipping away at it. Yeah. This guitar's been through a lot.
What year is it?
It's 2006, 2005, 2006.
Nice. All right, I have no idea how this is going to sound. Yes, this is an Ibanez lawsuit Les Paul. It's weird.
What's weird about that one?
I don't know if it's wired properly, man. Like, that sounds like split coil to me. See how it's like nasally?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, this guy's got a bolt-on neck. It doesn't feel like crazy different.
Bolt on Les Paul, eh?
Yeah. No, the switch is not doing. It is not doing at all what you would expect, or what it.
What it should be doing?
Words don't come out of my mouth properly today.
Words are hard. Words are
I know.
overrated, dude.
Talking is
Don't
tough.
forget 'em.
Yeah, it's not doing what you would expect it to do. Because that. Go try it.
I sure do.
So this is from I don't know what
Thought
year.
you'd never ask.
I have no idea. It's made in Japan. Yeah, Japanese-made Ibanez that they got sued over because of the body
I
style.
think I've played this one before, back in the old shot. Let's put that on the rack or something.
Yeah.
Or you can play it, whatever you want. I don't mind.
You could do a
It's
little
probably
bit
not
of
the
both.
best Les Paul in the room, but it's there if you want it.
Whoever who owned that at some time in the past tried to do their own relic job on it. Like, legit, I've never noticed this, but there's an arrow carved into it.
A what?
Look on the front. Literally, somebody to do their own checking, they carved an arrow.
Right
into
here?
it. No, right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
So,
What? You're right about this switching system.
this not drive you insane when you actually play it?
Nope.
Really?
I'm so used to it at this point, dude. Yeah.
This feels so nice underneath here. I would just like.
Getting like the top off of there, you mean? Like
Yeah,
the
where you still
last
have
little
some of the
bit,
paint.
yeah.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is awesome.
I'll go after it at some point.
No, you don't have to. I'm just judging you
It
severely on
yeah,
it.
I know. I can sense it. I can feel it, dude.
I'm like, it's just fine for you.
I've never felt this much shame. Yeah.
Yes. What's everybody drinking tonight? Anybody drinking anything? Do you notice any difference from a neck through? I mean, whatever the finish is on the back of that Ibanez is the neck is kind of weird. It doesn't slide the way that a normal Ibanez does, or
a way that Les Paul
or
does.
the way that Les Paul does. So
it's very much its own thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting one, man.
Oh, nice. This John Tweeten says, I have that same color Ibanez Les Paul. It's a 77 lawsuit. Love that guitar before I could afford my Les Pauls. I still have that guitar. That's awesome. Yeah, it's fun. Again, same thing, that wasn't. I didn't trade for that. There's just a local dude that had one that was selling it, and it was fairly cheap, and I was like, I'm going to pick it up even just because it's cool and it looks cool.
Yeah.
Like, I like the color, Yeah. Kentucky Bourbon Ale. Ooh, nice, Sean. I'm drinking juice mixed with beer, otherwise known as Radlers. Because that's the way I roll.
Classic.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What else have we not done? We probably should have been paying attention to what we're talking about. You know what? Let's look at the Slash guitars.
I was going to say, we haven't done the Slash ones yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. What do you think they're, Stobes? Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So this is, without a doubt, one of my favorite colors for Les Paul. This is the Appetite Burst from, that came out, I think, in 2020, like 2019, 2020, somewhere around there. I got it in 2020 because I got this, right as the pandemic started. It was, I bought it from Long McQuaid. Mark London picked it out for me. They'd got a few of them in. It's got just a killer flame top on it, and yeah, I love amber guitars. My favorite guitar for the longest time, and still is one of my favorite guitars, is the either the amber PV Wolfgang,
Okay, yeah.
or the amber Ernie Ball Access, which I own both of those guitars. They're just, it's the best. I dig it. So as soon as I saw that they did this, they had done some of these I want to say back in 2012 or somewhere around there, they did a limited run of Slash replicas of his, because the story behind Slash's Appetite Les Paul, how it's not actually a Gibson.
Okay, I don't think I know this actually.
Okay, so the Les Paul that Slash has used on every record.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not the only one he's used, but his number one is a Les Paul that was built by, I think is it Chris Derrig? Is that how you maybe say it?
You're telling me the story, man. I don't know.
Anybody that's watching this will be able to correct me very quickly. And it's a 59 copy from what I understand, and it's just an unbelievable knockoff.
Yeah. Okay.
And then in 2012, Gibson apparently did measured to spec and reissued or copied the copy of that guitar, or copied a knockoff. Okay. And I had wanted one, but I think they only made 400 of them or something like that back then. So they instantly were all
spoken for.
They were all $7,000 or
oh shit,
$8,000, and I was like, nope, I can't do that. So then in 2020, I think it was, they came out with these, and Yeah, I saw that. I think it was like Long and McQuaid in Montreal or somewhere posted a picture of one. So I messaged Mark and I'm like, "Can you get any of these?"
Find one, yeah.
I'm like, "Find me one." And so he ordered 2, and he opened it up. He took pictures of them, and he's like, "I think this is the one you're going to want just because of the top."
Yeah,
and
it's
I was
beautiful.
like, "Yeah." I'm like, "How's the neck now?" So this is where the difference is between these two. Or like one of the big differences. So that is the Slash Victoria Les Paul. That's probably from, I think that's actually from around like 04, 06, somewhere around there. So when I bought my Les Paul Traditional, I had wanted that guitar, but they didn't have any of them and they sold out super fast. So I bought that a few years ago just from some dude selling one on Reverb. And I was expecting the neck on this to be similar to that, and it is not.
No,
So
okay.
This is a... This thing has a baseball bat, man.
I was going to say, it looks thicker from where I'm sitting.
Oh, yeah.
From over here, I can tell.
It's huge. It has traditional Les Paul tuning issues.
Are you in standard?
Oh, no.
Good.
We are both down a full step, probably.
I had to, sorry. I'll leave it alone.
I'm okay with it. All right, so you're on. Go to the red channel, or
I got my gain rolled down pretty far. I can roll it up a little bit.
Yeah, let's just go to noon.
I'll meet you halfway.
Yep. Noon on the treble.
Little past noon on
yeah,
mids.
130 on the mid. Let's go noon on the bass.
Cool.
Noon on the level. Bright and cut.
Bright and cut.
Yeah.
Blue aggression.
You're way quieter than me.
I'm way quieter.
It's here.
I'll get my volume all the way up.
Oh, you're down.
I'm down, yeah. Nope.
Yeah. Everything about this guitar is just gorgeous.
Gorgeous, man, yeah.
I rarely, like, this is one that is like way more of a like case queen, like
totally.
Partially because I really prefer the 60s neck that is on there compared to this. So
50s,
like,
yeah.
while I can play it, like what's telling about this is I'm 99% sure this has the factory strings on it. Like I haven't had it set up. I haven't had anything done to it since I bought it because why would you if you don't play it that much?
Totally.
So, yeah. But it's, I mean, they sound pretty similar.
They do, yeah.
What do you guys think? Do they sound about the same? So let's play, I don't know. Let's play like, let's just do it properly. Let's hear you. Yeah, that is, you're asking about that. That's the gate. I turned mine off, but here's mine. Mine's a little noisier without it, like, you guys can hear the difference. Yeah, I can leave it on. I just didn't set it at all to see, you know, where it would be at. Like, to me, there's nothing more rock and roll than that.
The Les Paul? Yeah. Do we just do this until everybody leaves the stream?
I actually don't know how to play that song. Like, amazingly. I'm just horrible at learning. Like, yeah.
Yeah, Andy, that red light you're seeing on my amp is just the gate opening and closing. Exactly.
Yeah. Like, wherever it is. Yeah. Anyway, you want to give this one a whirl? So you can see the difference between these two. So, you know, they're, I don't know, 10 or 12 years, 13 years apart.
Okay.
In age, somewhere around there.
Whoa.
This one's heavier.
Neither of them are like backbreakingly heavy, though.
Oh, no. No, they're decent.
Yeah, they feel like
and
appropriate Les Paul weight.
The thing that I loved about this, and that I loved about, like, just aesthetically, more than, like, the traditional, which I'll see, like, how easily I can have both of them in the shot. Don't ask me why, but I love the fact that the Slash does not have a pick guard.
Yeah.
Like, for some reason, it just looks way cooler to me, which I know is, like, ridiculous that I care about that, but
it's not ridiculous.
I just think it looks cooler. This is also way lighter than this. That traditional is way too heavy.
I actually don't like pick guards on my Les Pauls either. They
No.
have to get in the way a little bit. I'm very like heavy-handed. It's like right there.
I have no logical reason for it. It is purely
Just aesthetic. Just the way it
aesthetics,
looks.
and
Yeah.
I'm like, that doesn't look as cool.
Whoa.
Like, I'm one of those people that absolutely does not care about, like, what I wear or if I shave or if I do anything to look half decent. But, man, if there's a pick guard on a gold top Les Paul, it's...
Count me out.
Yeah, it's no good. Get rid of that. It's trash. So...
I don't shave, I don't shower, and I don't play pick guards on Les Pauls.
Yeah, exactly. Although, I think it looks right on the black Les Paul.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with me. Probably lots of things. So yeah, that was one of the things that I loved, like, about this, which I think actually I may be wrong. I maybe bought my, I may have bought my traditional and then this came out, because this looks like it's quite possibly. Oh, actually no. This might have been 2005. Yeah, I don't know how to read Gibson serial numbers properly. Can you guys? My wife can verify that I don't care about shaving. It drives my wife nuts that I have, like, the start of a mustache, and I showed off Stobes. Stobes, can you show us your?
Please show the mustache.
Yeah, please show that horrible, horrible, greasy thing to all of our viewers. Oh,
He's
here it goes. You
shaking
can
his
see
head,
that.
yeah.
We can see the camera turning as it gets ready for some glorious
Mustache camera.
Tubbs. I put the pickguard right back on that traditional gold top. Look at that thing.
Oh, it's a
Hold
thing
on,
of beauty.
just hold that shot there. I just want to make sure that you guys see this in all of its glory. Like, it's just. Let's see what we can do here. Are we getting any better? Oh yeah, there we go. Just look at how.
There's food in it, dude.
Like, just look at how. Just yes.
Subtle twirl at the end. Oh, it's so distinguished and beautiful.
Yeah. So, anyway, so my wife was razzing me about the fact that I haven't shaved since we were on vacation, and I'm like, yeah, but you should see Stobes' mustache. Like, I got a long way to go.
Yeah,
Before
babe,
I
it
look
could get
terrible.
so much worse than this.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, it's gonna get so much worse. Just wait. Yeah. Thanks, Stobes. Sean. This guitar is awesome. Like, ooh,
Little
listen
fuzz,
to you
little
with a
fuzz
fuzz
pedal. I love that fuzz pedal, man.
I don't have. I just have sweet Les Paul with no pickguard, Sean. This is the way I like how somebody just put it up there that it looks like sexy like an hourglass figure.
Totally.
And I have to
yeah.
agree. And Sean, we will agree to disagree on this. Yeah. Do we ever mic up those beautiful cabs? No, because there's
no
literally
speakers in
nothing
here,
in
yeah.
them. They're false. So, yeah.
Man, I don't know. I think I prefer this Les Paul to the gold top there, actually.
Really?
Yeah. This neck was so thick, I didn't think I'd like it at first, but it's actually like... Maybe like for hanging down here doing chordy stuff at least.
What's
very
up,
comfortable.
Jesse? Go back to the stash. Jesse, when I come down to Nashville, I want to see... What do you guys think? Should I get Sean and I, or like Travis and Sean, or Travis and I to do... I'm going to be in Nashville for almost a month working on some stuff with Sean and Travis. Should we try to do gear and beer from Nashville one day?
Yeah.
What do you think? Oh, yeah.
Got that mustache
Yeah.
up close.
So good. So, yeah, and if we do, Jesse, you can bring your sweet beard out. Jesse is a killer guitar player from Nashville. Oh, yes. So you guys think we should take Gear and Beer on the road for at least one episode? We'll have to see. Like we have a lot of stuff to make it happen here. Like a lot of cameras and lights.
We're
and
all
like,
set up here.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we have zero of that in Nashville. So
Might be doing like an iPhone recording.
we also have zero of either Stobies or Manny's in Nashville. Although we could probably
Take them along?
Yes, you and your sweet Marshall. Yes. Do you have a Captor X, Jesse? And if not, can we get one? Because yes, Jesse is indeed a great guitar player and a sweet dude. And yes, bring your Marshall when I come to town, Jesse. I love Jesse's got old Marshalls.
Oh.
Yeah, or an old Marshall, and
Oh, I want to go.
yeah. Okay, if not, we'll bring one. Anyway, yeah.
Someone was asking about this fuzz pedal, or someone mentioned it in the comments a little
Sean
bit.
did.
It was
It
Sean,
used
yeah?
to be Sean's.
Oh, really?
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a great pedal, man. Yeah.
Just tuned in, start from the beginning. You don't want all the stupidness that was at the beginning. We were already well past that point there, Rayson Smith. So, yeah. So, I mean, for those of you who are, recently tuning in, tell us if you guys are Les Paul players and what you guys play. Like I said, out of all of the ones that we have here, I don't know how many of them are. Dorian has more here than I do. I know that. I have,
Who else brought guitars for us today? Not just yours and Dorian's?
It's pretty much mine and Dorian's, and then like one is one of Dorian's friends,
Okay.
yours, and then have Sean's R9 here, and then John Paul's.
Yeah, the 70s.
Yeah. Is there any
Cool.
we didn't cover?
I think we
I don't-
got them all.
Man, I don't see a lot of differences between this and that tonally. So the pickups must be
These
pretty
two,
similar.
I think they're pretty similar, yeah. Well, they're
Yeah.
probably the Alnico 2s or whatever, right?
Yeah. Is that his pickup?
I
Or
don't
is that just what's in them?
I thought that's what he used. I could be wrong. Feel free to correct me out there if I am wrong.
Like, there's so much sustain there. ESP Eclipse, man, that's That's something that, honestly, I have not ever played, and I really would like to, because anytime I've played any actual ESP guitars, they're killer.
Yeah.
And
I haven't played a whole lot, but yeah.
I just never see them around here.
Yeah.
Like, we're a little bit plagued by, there's not a ton of variety in Winnipeg unless you find some guy that, like, goes out on a limb and buys something weird.
Yeah,
you know
totally,
what I mean?
yeah.
Or you try it at NAMM, and I honestly have never tried to go to the ESP booth because I normally have, like, when I go to NAMM, I have like 4 or 5 booths, and I'm like, I got to get to these booths, and most of the time I only get to 2 of them. So yeah. So what have we not covered? Oh, you have a 73 custom over there. That's something we should definitely check out.
Let's see if I can dig it up.
Oh. It says we have a 2008 custom, but I think that's supposed to say 2009. Man, I love how, like, I wish we could show you guys this board that we have here.
This has got to be the 78 custom, right?
Yeah, that looks like.
Feels about right. Looks about right.
Look at the serial number on the back. See? Yeah, I would say. Man, I can't even read the serial number.
No, it's so gone.
That might be the two. No, that's not.
It's not the black custom I just had. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, there's a 91, which that's not it.
And then there's the 2 Evertunes. So / Ibanez. This is the custom with an Evertune. This is the custom I just had, the 91.
The beard cell, yeah.
Standard, deluxe. It's got to be it.
All right. So those, the 73 and the 2008 or 9 with the Evertune that I played, those are from Mike from the band One of Us, who have a new LP that's coming out soon.
Oh, okay.
So, have to check that out.
Well, that was Mike that was just here a little while ago, right? Did I see Mike today?
Yeah, he was here a little while ago.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Pickup's got some bite to them, man. I like it.
Sounds great. What kind of neck does it have? Is it like the thinner?
It's pretty thin, yeah.
Yeah? Nice.
I would say on the thinner side of anything we've played here tonight.
Is there a tobacco burst guitar in there? Okay, let me play that. That's Dorian's 91. And it was, we're supposed to say that it was born on the same day as Pearl Jam 10, and it's got a Brazilian rosewood fretboard.
Whoa.
Bare knuckle nail bombs. I've played this before at, I'm pretty sure this was the one that he had at No Fun Club when we were there.
Okay.
Yeah. This was the one that, like, I had played his black one before. Yeah. Right? And this is the one that when I was playing it at No Fun Club, I was like, yeah, all right, I need to get 91. Killer. What do you guys think? Are you guys fans of like the tobacco burst? I've never been like
I actually love that finish personally. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've never been a huge fan of like the like fade into like brown/black on the edges of them. Like same with Strats. Like I don't have any tobacco
Yeah.
anything.
A Jazz Master's like a tobacco burst kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think, I mean, if Dorian wants to part with this guitar for not too many pesos, I would take it. But I have a feeling that there's zero chance that he is going to do
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Good luck. You can ask.
Yeah. It does sound like, this sound just killer. And I love the fact that he knows that this was made on the same day as Pearl Jam 10, because I still will maintain that Pearl Jam 10 is like probably my favorite record. Like,
Great album, man. Yeah.
yeah, let's hear you guys. What's your guys' favorite finish that you would get on a Les Paul? Like, what would you get if you could get? Like, if money wasn't an object and you were just like, I get to
Pick a
my
Les
own,
Paul?
Yeah, I mean, custom shop Les Paul. They're gonna do whatever I want.
Man, I don't know. I think 60 style neck is a big thing. Nothing too fat, nothing too thin though either. The finish is a hard one, man. That's always a tough one for me, is picking a good finish on a guitar.
Yep.
I think something kind of classic though. Maybe a gold top. I might have to go with a gold top, honestly.
Nice.
A gold top or a
Stokes?
burst of some kind, man. Yeah.
Stubbs, you say gold?
Matt,
you
Matt, you
too?
shaking his head too? Okay, cool.
I'm also gold, yeah.
Old crack gold. Yeah.
So essentially, John Paul's Les
Yeah,
Paul.
JP's Les Paul.
It's never going back.
Yeah.
Purple shattered mirror top for the Poo Ninja. Nice.
Get out
Oh.
of here.
Luke Silverburst. Man, that's interesting.
Oh, I know Luke likes the silver burst. And Luke's wrong.
I gotta say, like, okay, like, there, Jesse Davidson, he's saying gray burst, which is the silver burst, right? Like, because Adam Jones from Tool.
Okay.
Man, yeah.
Jesse's got a point. Luke is wrong.
You just want to say that Luke is
I just
wrong?
want to start shit.
Yeah. I got my buddy Tim has an 80s, late 70s, early 80s.
Okay.
I think an 80s Les Paul Silverburst that they're crazy expensive.
When I first started playing guitar, I actually did want a silver burst. I thought it was really cool. John
Adam
Tweeden
Jones
says
is the goat?
natural blonde.
Now you lost me, Luke. I was with you. That I was like, I've been looking at the silver bursts, and I want to pick up a few guitars just for dumb, kind of dumb reasons. That the same that Dorian, has this and knows that it's from like the same date as Pearl Jam 10's released. I was born in 1980.
Yeah.
I want a Les Paul from 1980. If I can find one on my birthday,
That'd be
that
sweet,
would be
yeah.
bitchin'. Same with if I could find a Strat.
I was born in
like that.
91, so I need a 91 Les Paul.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on a mission now.
Dorian has a few.
Yeah.
So, red flame top. Digital 360. Did you see the new Slash ones that they just did that were like, I don't know if it was red flames or if they were just red or transparent red for the Slash 4 record that just came out. Lemon/Dirty Lemon Burst. That's
Dirty lemon.
Dude, that's a nice color.
Yeah.
Like, green to blue to purple burst looks killer if it's done right. Yeah, I don't think I could do something like that. Like the ones
I
that to
can't.
me remind me of like tie-dye and stuff like that.
I'm not a very flashy guy.
Yeah.
That's not entirely true, but I'm
I was
not.
going to say, I've seen pictures of you with feather
Let me
boas
back that up.
playing
I'm
shows.
a pretty flashy guy,
Yeah.
but
But I
I'll-
want the flash to be on me,
not my
the
guitars.
guitar.
Yeah, don't be distracting from me when I'm on
Yes.
stage. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a red flame top. The 4, they're nice looking guitars. I have a couple of red guitars, not very many. I'd say that like red is quite possibly my least favorite color for a guitar. I don't
Okay.
know why.
Bo loves the blueberry burst. Luke, you can leave this group chat anytime.
The blueberry burst.
The blueberry burst. He was showing me the other day the blueberry burst. It's actually not bad. It's like a purple to blue thing. Not my style.
You're like, I actually do love it, but
yeah.
I
I
don't know what to say.
I don't love it.
The background of SpongeBob. Yeah, nice.
that's the blueberry burst. Yeah.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Didn't they used to call that like blue jean or something like that? Looks like blue jean burst.
Okay.
Yeah. If you had unlimited money, you'd buy a Les Paul from every release date of a Mortal Kombat game.
Oh, I gotta meet Jesse. I like this guy,
dude. You and Jesse would get along great. Actually, well, I mean, everyone and Jesse would get along great. Dude's legit. Yeah, not so much Luke. Not everybody will get along with Luke by the look of it.
Only jokes, Luke. We love you. Luke's our head of pedal division.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, must run in the family. Thanks, Stobes. It's true. No one likes my brother either. So, Scotty's getting railed on the. Yeah. Amen. Digital 360. I'm curious why you're not into SIG guitars. Midtown can have any
like signature
pattern.
Guitars or what? SIG guitars or what?
Yeah, signature guitars. Yeah. Nice. So, what's your reason for not being into signature guitars or SIG guitars? I'm actually a big fan of a lot of SIG guitars. Like, I know they were built as like models, but like I've got a couple of the PRS Tremontis.
Yeah, okay.
Love them.
Yeah,
like the single cuts. I huge fan of like the PV Wolfgangs and the EVH Wolfgangs too. But yeah, so. Oh, Adam Jones was rocking the Silverburst Flying V. I had a Flying V and an Explorer for a little while.
Yeah. What'd you like better between the two of those?
The Explorer I had was
heard
so good, man.
I got a buddy who's got a buddy with both his guitars, a V and an Explorer too. So the Explorer is just something else, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I sold the Explorer. I don't remember why I sold it and what I went to buy, but I do regret
getting rid of it.
Yeah.
I would love a V actually.
Stobes is right. He's saying that flying Vs are so uncomfortable.
I can see that. I can imagine that, but I still want one. They're just so cool though, man.
You can't sit down to play. Like the Poo Ninja, the 20,000 piece puzzle that is the PRS Dragon. Man, have you seen those?
No.
Oh, Stobes, pull up the Dragon. For anybody who hasn't seen the PRS Dragons. So, dude, it's going to get weird.
It's going to get real weird.
It's going to get real here. Stay with me. 2 dragons. I don't know who started doing that, like who at PRS or what the deal was. I don't know the history on it, but PRS started doing these like intricate guitars that were called the PRS Dragons. And what it was the neck inlay on the first ones. The neck, well, that's one that's like further down the line. The original first Dragons just had like hundreds, if not thousands, of pieces of different pearl inlay that made like this crazy dragon that came up the neck. And they are just like they're just art, like they're playable, but they're
art pieces.
They're art pieces and collector pieces. And then it evolved into like what he just showed there, where like the dragon goes up the what is that?
Yeah, what am I looking at?
What's that?
Oh, it's the neck. I see it now.
It's the inlay on a neck before it's built.
Oh, okay. Crazy. It's really not easy to see.
Yeah, no, we're looking at a tiny YouTube screen on a tiny teleprompter across the room from where we're sitting right now. So cool. PRS Dragons. Yeah, I'll have to look into those. That's awesome.
Yeah, like when they came out in the probably 90s, back then they were $25,000. Like if you could get one. Yeah, PRS Dragon, make an exception for that. Yeah, if somebody gave me one, I would take it.
I wouldn't say no.
I would probably sell it.
Not sure if I would
in not too long.
Spend $20,000 on a guitar, but
no, I mean, if I had $20,000, I'd buy something very cool and vintage that's going to be worth like $30,000 or $40,000 in a few years.
Yeah.
But I don't have that, and I luckily already have a house, so I don't have to worry about,
Yeah, I got things I want to buy
I was
for
gonna say, you're like-
$8,000
you're
before
like,
it's a
new
guitar.
car,
Yeah.
You know, I'd probably buy a new truck. Yeah, like there you can see kind of the
Wow.
little bit of the like what the first dragons were. I like how our viewer count is going down as soon as we show pictures of dragon necks. They're like, ugh. Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So what else do we want to know? We don't know that much about Les Pauls, so we've kind of gone through all of the ones we have here. Do you guys have any questions or anything?
What's your favorite one of the nights here so far? The one you're holding right now?
I really like this one. Like the color would grow on me. Yeah, the 91s are I would say that John Paul's is killer.
Yeah. I do really want to try that guitar with different strings and a different, like, higher action, though.
Yeah.
It's not set up the way that I would do it right now.
I think it would be easier for me to say what were, like, my least favorite than it would be to identify what my favorite is.
Okay.
Because I think there's so many, and my least favorite is my traditional.
Yeah?
So either that or yours, because that your finish that's slightly chipped on the neck. Yeah. Is difficult it's difficult for me to cope with.
I hear you.
You guys want, the first year of the Les Pauls of 52, you guys want to hear a cool story about that? You probably don't. You probably don't care, but anyway. Trogdor, or are we going to do a Trogdor? Actually, we did a Trogdor amp. You guys know that?
No?
That Paul Levasseur from Winnipeg, on his amp, he has a customized faceplate that has Trogdor the Burninator laser etched into the
What?
laser etched into the acrylic panel.
Well, now everyone's going to want one of these.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to want a
we don't-
Trogdor amp.
We don't do them anymore, but yeah. Who doesn't love Trogdor the Burninator?
Trogdor.
Teen Girl Squad. I miss Homestar Runners so
It was
much.
such a great thing, man. Yeah, a big part of my childhood.
Yeah. So anyway, back to my story about the first year of the Les Paul. So I will out myself. I am currently 41 years old. I will be 42 this year. When I was 18, I was living in a small town, like town I grew up in. It's called Carmen, Manitoba, which is about an hour from here. And there was a small music store there that actually Stobes and I both worked at. And one day, this old guy walks in, and he's carrying one of the old black kind of molded Gibson cases from like the 70s. Mm-hmm. And or 70s or 80s. He walks in with it and says, you know, I'd like you to restring and set up my guitar. And I was like, all right. And I'm expecting there's going to be, something 70s or 80s. I open it up, and it's an original 52 Les Paul. It's one of the first Les Pauls ever made. The cool part of this story, so this dude's name was, I won't say his first name, but his last name was Gibson. He bought the guitar brand new in 1952. He had it his entire life. He was in his 80s at the time. And he clearly was not able to play anymore, but he just wanted to come down and he wanted to come down and show off his toy, just like we all want to. So he came down, and I was like, I don't think you want me to
touch it.
Yeah. Like, you don't want me to restring it or set up. He's like, yeah.
I got goosebumps, man. That's crazy. Yeah.
So it still had flat wounds on it and everything. So I ordered strings in, and I called the owner of the store, who was the music teacher at the high school at the time, because this guy brought it in in the morning. So I called and left a message, because back then no one had cell phones, right? So there was no texting. So I call and leave a message at the front office for him to call me as soon as he's on lunch break. And he calls me like, what's up? And I'm like, somebody just brought a Les Paul down here. And I'm like 99% sure it's a 52. And he's like, I'll be right there. And he comes down with one of the other teachers. It's a guitar player. And they're like, where is it? And I open it up. And the other the other teacher, who was I had just graduated. He was my high school English teacher. He's like, don't you touch this. He's like, don't you dare put strings on it. Right. Oh. Yes. Stoby. That's who it was. Anyway, I'm like, the guy really wants me to do it. He's like, don't do it. Just leave it. And I'm like, well, they're not the original strings. Right. So anyway, so we got in flat wounds, and then I restrung it and set it up as best as you can set up a 52 with
an
trapeze
antique like
bridge.
that.
And it's just, it sucked to play. Like, it just was really, really rough. Yeah. But it looked amazing. And so I called him up in the afternoon, and I'm like, hey, I got your guitar ready. He's like, why don't you hold on to it for a little bit, and why don't you play it for a little bit? And I'm like, all right. Like, I'm not gonna say no.
dude.
So I had it for it was almost a month, and I'd call him every day and be like, hey, Mr. Gibson, would you like to come down and pick up your guitar? And he's like, I'm not gonna play it anytime soon. And it had the headstock snapped off in the 70s and reset.
Mm-hmm.
You could barely tell. The repair was like almost flawless. It just looked like a hairline, like finish crack.
Yeah.
At the neck, and I finally was like, do you want to sell it?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, it's like Lyle McQuaid offered me, like, they told me when I called them, they said it would only be worth about $4,000 or $5,000. This is in 1998,
Okay, yeah.
right? And I was like, pretty sure if my mom co-signs a loan, they'll give me $5,000 at the bank. And I was like, I should go buy this. And I didn't. Like, I didn't. Like, he said, he's like, I'm not really ready to sell it. And I'm like, okay. And like the owner of the store was like, ask him if he wants to sell it. I'm like, yeah. He still had the original case for it as well at home. But yeah, he told me the headstock got snapped off when he was playing a gig, and he set it on a stand, and the drummer got up and walked by and knocked the guitar over and snapped the headstock off. And I was like, man, if he hadn't done that back then, that guitar would have been worth like 20 grand.
Yeah.
Or 15 to 20. But the 52s, the bridge on them is really not great and not
Okay.
stable. So like a lot of
Again,
people,
though, who cares? It's you're holding history in your hands, man. Yeah.
There's a lot of guys that get them and they get conversions done on them, so they get a stop tail bridge put
Okay.
on them, so that they're actually, because otherwise you can't really palm mute or do anything with it. Like
Yeah.
they're hard guitars to play for sure, but I mean this was 20 years ago, so I'm 99% sure this guy has since passed away, and his son has or had the guitar last I knew about, and his son doesn't play, and but they weren't doing anything with it. They were just holding on to it. And, anytime they had talked to somebody about selling it, they were like, well, headstock's been snapped off, so it's worth way less. And I was like, damn it. Like sell it to me. Like, I'll take it. So Mr. Gibson's son, if you are watching this, which I'm sure that you're not a guitar player, so you are not watching this.
Is anybody watching this anymore? Yeah.
So I tried to, yeah, exactly. It says 39 bots are watching right now.
39 robots are watching this right now. Yeah.
Man, you guys did a good job of making sure that like all of the whatever porn bots and that were blocked from our.
Yeah, we got Stoby's account off of it, so we're all good.
Exactly. You're not using Stobes' laptop?
I haven't seen any Russian, weird Russian comments here today. Yeah.
Yeah. So, man, Jesse D, 38 bots and me. Nice.
Yeah, that's wicked cool though, man.
Yeah. So it was a ton of fun. Like,
We gotta find that guitar.
Oh man, if
We
I
gotta
could.
find it.
I have an idea of where it is, but I don't know. I don't know if the person would sell it to me. Also, I don't know how much it's worth now. And like what it would like. Guitar.
Well, if you're second guessing it, I definitely can't afford it.
Yeah. So I am also a bot. Awesome. So. Yeah. Anybody else have any cool stories about any that's probably the only cool story I have about a vintage guitar that I've ever.
It's a pretty cool story though, man. Yeah. That's wild.
I've got to hold a 59 before and strum one chord on it.
Nice.
Like a 59 burst.
What chord did you choose?
G.
Yeah, good chord.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, just the. Yeah.
G major, the sexiest of all the chords.
Yes, the G2. See what I did there? Maybe a G5. Yeah. Ooh, you found a gold a gold non-horsey Klon in a box, and it was given to you?
What?
Dude, jackpot. That's awesome. Do you like it? Because there's people who go back and forth about
how good the Klon is, or what?
the gold. Yeah, nice. I got to play I've played all Jeff King's guitars, and he is, and he's like really, really old. Jeff is not that old, man. So. Stoby wants to know what that means as non-horsey. So there's Klons that have
the Centaur,
logo on them, and there's some that just say Klon on them. So Jesse, have you actually played all of Jeff's guitars? I have played a few of Jeff's guitars. Jeff, you are not that old if you watch this, and Jesse's a dick for saying that, and I hope that next time I come over, you don't invite Jesse. I take back everything I said about Jesse being a nice dude. Jeff King is the nicest dude in Nashville. So, oh, you traded it? I hope you got something amazing for it.
Yeah, what'd you get for that? So is the non-horsey, is that before? Is that earlier than the?
I don't know enough about them, but
okay. Me neither, man.
I played a non-horsey silver clon when I was on vacation.
Yeah, did you like it? Like just this last vacation?
I didn't tell you about the stuff I got.
No, you didn't. We'll talk after. We'll talk off air a little bit.
Yes.
You got things to tell me.
Yeah.
I got things to ask you.
I got to play so many cool amps.
I want to know.
I can't tell everybody this story.
No. But you can tell me later on. Yeah. Cool.
So, yeah. So what else you guys want to know? You still have his JTM 45 at your house. Not for long if he watches this, Jesse.
Yeah.
He finds out you're being a dick.
Oh, so, that's where it is. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, really? Yeah. Jeff that Jesse and I are talking about is Jeff King plays for Reba McEntire and Brooks and Dunn.
Oh, okay.
And it's like a Nashville session like staple, and like the nicest guy you will ever meet. I met him. We did a gear and beer thing really early on with Rev, like 2015, maybe, very early on. And Reba was rehearsing in the same like venue or rehearsal space that it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's called Soundcheck in Nashville. They've got a bunch of different rehearsal spaces, and we were in one of them for our event. So we had a bunch of hot chicken and stuff for it. And our A&R guy at the time was friends with all of them. He went over and was like, I'm going to get Jeff King and a bunch of these guys to come over. And
did Reba come over?
No. But Jeff and like pretty much their whole crew came over, and we're eating chicken and playing guitar and that. And
wild, man.
That's when I met Jeff, and Jeff was like, man, he's like, next time you're down here, he's like, I'll give you my number. He's like, you come out. He's like, I like your amps, and and from then on out, like, yes, Jesse and I actually met at
his place,
Jeff's house he's got a studio in his garage, and the laundry list of people that the records that he's played on and stuff, it would blow your mind.
Yeah. Right on, man.
It's crazy dude, crazy cool gear, super nice guy, like the best. How do I get some of these friends willing to leave their gear at my place? Man, I don't know. Most of the time I end up having guys that are like, hey man, can I borrow this for the weekend? And then sometimes it never gets returned. Carl, where's my PRS? Carl. And who's watching, if you're watching it, that has my Line 6 DL4 pedal, whoever you are, I would like my DL4 pedal back. I actually don't care if you bring that guitar back, Carl.
Beer sucks. Who's saying this?
Beer sucks, alcohol kills. I've seen it. It destroys, promoting it as if it's innocent. Oh, man, I'm sorry. We're, yeah, alcohol abuse is a bad idea.
Definitely.
So, but having one or two is no big deal to us, so sorry you feel that way, dude. So, you built your own clone, so it was a win-win. Nice. Does
it stack up to his non-horsey clone, though?
Yeah, I'd be curious.
It's the same guy, yeah. How do you feel about that one compared to it?
I mean, I've played some of the, the Archer and, the Archers. I don't know which clones I
played a couple. I definitely played the Archers. They're good.
Mm-hmm. But I've AB'd them.
Soul Food, yeah.
I've AB'd them directly against the gold one that we have here.
Doesn't stack up.
They're like 95% of the way there, but the 5% that they don't do is
the most important 5%.
Well, I would say it's the 5% that leaves me feeling inspired.
Which is the most important 5%.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever played the one in your office, actually. I'm going to have to sit down with that at some point.
You should, yeah. It's a fun thing to do.
The Wampler Tumnus, yeah, I played that pedal too. That's a good pedal.
All right. See you, Jesse. Thanks for hanging out and being silly with us. I have not played the Wampler Tumnus. I should. I don't have one, so might have to fix that and give it a whirl. Anybody else have any other questions or anything? I mean, we're almost at 2 hours here, so we've been rambling for forever. It's so quiet.
It's been a good one though, man. We've done a lot of
Dude, it sounds so quiet in here tonight. I'm not used to using ears again because I've had several weeks off, and it
yeah.
Whenever somebody's not talking, I'm just silence. All right, I don't think anybody else has any questions. It's being
You're
away from kids
right now. So
yeah, exactly. What is that?
What is that? That's silence. That's peace, Derek.
Ooh, Andy, I have a question. Is a 740 Mark I worth buying? I mean,
That's a tricky question because the 740 Mark Ones are awesome.
Corey Rizzoni, what is up, Corey? I hope you're doing well. Corey's another one of our friends from Nashville. Bunch of Nashville dudes today.
Hey.
And Corey is a Les Paul player.
Yeah?
And has, several kick-ass guitars. Great guitar player, a great dude. Corey, I haven't talked to you yet, but I'm going to be in Nashville for a month next month. So there'll be lots of time for us to get hot chicken and hang, but not at Pepper Fire because I don't think it exists anymore. So, depending on what they're asking for that 740, I mean, you're asking me a hard question because I own every one of them. And yes, the 740 Mark I is different. Dan and I were actually talking about this earlier today about how, like, we see guys that have bought Mark IIIs, and because he keeps making slight changes and revisions to voicing, we get guys, and actually, I don't know if Mitch is still on here, but Mitch has a Mark II and has a Mark III. And there's characteristics and qualities, especially I'd say 740 Mark I more has that. Like there's a difference in how the crunch breaks up compared to the 740 Mark II. It's I'm a big fan.
Of the Mark I?
Yeah, well, of both of them, yeah. But I'm a big fan of the how it's a little bit different, right? Yeah. So, like, the best way I could put it is if you guys compared it against boogies, it's kind of like, Mark II, C+, Mark III, Mark IV, Mark V are all very different. So, like, Mark I, Mark II, Mark III generators they've all got voicing changes that, a lot of the time, I see most of them as upgrades, right? Like for me, the green, like the crunch on the 740 Mark II, like the green channel on there, that's my channel, but it doesn't do what it's technically the blue channel with the crunch engaged. It's not a separate green channel. Like the logo remains blue on the Mark I. It's different. Like it does something. Green
channel on like this,
it's different. Yeah. Like the green channels saturate way more. So and it got more into the like mid-gain, like Marshall-y style territory for me when we first did the release of 740 Mark II, and I was like all about it. And then I went back and played a Mark I, and it's just a different thing. So, we were talking about the fact that, that I've seen guys that buy 100p Mark IIs that already have either 120 like Mark IIIs or 100p Mark IIIs, and they're buying the Mark II because the way that the purple channel compresses and breaks up on the Mark II is different than on the Mark III. Yeah. So it's not that one is necessarily better than the other. It's just different.
They're different. Yeah, I hear you, man.
Are you hiring electrical assemblers or QC, and do you offer relocation funds from the moon? My citizenship on Earth is probably questionable. We are. We are hiring for at least 2 assembler positions. I think John's getting the job postings ready right away. But sorry, Poo Ninja, I know where you are, and I think it'd be a little difficult for you to get here. The moon's a long way away. So, yeah. 1,800 with a matching 212 cab sounds like a good deal to me, but I'm not going to lie, I don't really follow what the used prices on our gear are, so.
No.
I know that.
I saw a used Mark II going up on Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji or something yesterday. Yeah. I can't remember what the price of it was.
I saw one just get moved. Ken Susie's purple 100p. It just got moved to. It's moved from Ken to
I saw
Jason, and then from Jason to somebody else. I just saw that. Yeah. So I see them bounce around. Especially there's a group of dudes that are like the amount of amps that they go through. Well, I mean, Anthony, if he's still here, Anthony is one of those guys too that seems to somehow get his hands on literally everything cool.
I hate guys like that.
And then he ends up, deciding that he wants to move on and try something else cool, and he ends up moving back and forth between stuff, over time. So, yeah. Anybody else have any questions about anything? Because it's about that time. Nice. Kevin, where are you? Did you say Huntsville, Alabama? Did I see that? I saw Huntsville.
Yeah, Huntsville.
I'm not sure where the closest rev dealer would be to you. There might be a Guitar Center, but their best case scenario, they're going to have G20. So if you're wanting to try Pro Series stuff, probably Knoxville, Tennessee, or I don't know. Maybe Nashville might be the closest. So, yeah. Hello from Montreal, BJ. How's things over there? We got like just a ridiculous amount of snow this year.
The most snow I've ever seen in my life.
And it's stupid cold. It's like minus 38 Celsius with the wind here.
Yeah, it's been unbelievable snow this year, man.
Yeah,
like, it's the city is it's stupid.
I know. I had to drive down like 2 residential streets in the city
We're all gonna flood in the city. Like,
yeah,
everyone's screwed this spring for sure.
It's crazy. The Habs won tonight. Who are the Habs playing tonight? I have not been paying attention.
I haven't watched hockey.
I hope they're not playing the Jets. Although I'm not gonna lie, I have not followed the Jets very much. So
I've watched like 2 games this year. I'm not paying attention either.
Yeah, it's been weird. I haven't watched a lot of hockey since the pandemic started. So probably because we've been busy. So yeah, all right. Well, I think we're gonna about shut her down. Stobes is getting pretty stupid with the cameras by the look of it. So, oh, look at all those beautiful transitions. Jets played the Stars.
Are you in standard?
Yeah, I am. But what's that tune to?
This is tuned down to D. Whole step down.
Whole step down. Do I have anything that's tuned down? That's at the slash Les Paul is tuned down, right?
I believe so, actually. Yeah.
All right, everybody. I got just one of these for Sammy for when he watches later.
Yeah, there you go. That G4 is not going to be your best friend right now.
None of that's going to be my restaurant. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. And, we'll
see you
guys
next week.
next week.
Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.